Thank you all for joining us here on Game 3 of Day 3. We will start off with an opening statement from Coach Tobin Anderson, and then we'll open up the floor for student-athlete questions.
Yeah, great win against a really good Manhattan team, talented team. Really proud of the guys. I thought we came out, obviously, to start the game and played really well. The first 10, 12 minutes, and we knew they'd come back and score some points and hit us back, and they did a good job of that. And then the second half, they made that run, got by 5, and a testament to our character and our toughness. And these guys like hanging together, and we didn't it didn't bother us. We kept coming. We made some big plays. Day was incredible as far, and Adam incredible as far as making shots. Jafet running the floor, rebounding, and I thought our energy was tremendous. And very, very good win against a really good team. And like I told them for the game, like the best teams this time of year get better. I thought we looked like a better team tonight than we have maybe all year long. And that's a great thing going into tomorrow. So really proud of the guys, really proud of the team effort. Guys off the bench played well. Rupert played well. Bundy played well. Barr played well. Menard played well. So definitely a team effort, and happy to get this win and survive and advance and go play tomorrow.
Questions for the student-athletes right here.
Marvin Chambers, 4.0 Sports Media and Entertainment. Congratulations, guys. Any of you guys, the coach just said something about toughness and drive. They ran a couple of things at you guys, especially down the stretch. Talk about the maturity that you guys are getting forward and the defensive up that you guys at the end of the 2 minutes mark.
I feel like it started from the games beginning of the year. I feel like that helped us get through the moment throughout the whole season. I feel like if we wouldn't have those losses early on in the year, I feel like we would have probably quit it tonight. So those losses helped us a lot.
And Coach Tobin gave us lots of confidence. When we were missing shots, things ain't going well, he helped lift us and tell us keep on going, and that helped us a lot. And that's what helped us get through the game. Get through this game, and we got the dub.
Day, Adam, you guys were awesome in the second half. What kind of allowed you to take over the game down the stretch and throughout the entire second half?
Just like Adam said, Coach Tobin, he given us he believe in us tremendously. Like all the coaches, they just keep giving us confidence. Like he said, shots not falling. He still keep telling us, hey, next shot going in, next shot going in, next play mentality. And I feel like that helped us out.
Yeah, I agree. We just keep our heads up. Coach Tobin tell us keep on going, and we just keep going. We don't let our shots take away from our game. We just keep on going, keep playing hard, and defense wins games. So.
Tyler Sindler, Marist University. Yafet and DeJour, you guys both had 25-plus points tonight. What was working for you guys, especially you, Yafet, because you couldn't be stopped in the paint?
I feel like just doing my job today. Like Coach told me every day, run the floor, play hard. I play for my team. They believe in me, so I'm just do what I got to do.
And all three of us were fasting through the month of Ramadan, so I feel like that gave us the more confidence to go out there and play, knowing that we got God on our side.
Definitely.
I'm not fasted.
Nick Boyd, Q30. For each of you guys, Quinnipiac's on deck tomorrow. How do you feel like you guys can match up against the Bobcats in this kind of environment?
We just got to stick to our identity and do what we got to do, and everything else will fall in place.
I feel like all of our losses came because we didn't stick to our identity. I feel like we go out there, do the things that we need to do, not play at their pace. I feel like we'll come out with a victory tomorrow.
Yeah, basically the same thing. We have confidence in ourselves right now. We can do it, so.
Right. Chuck Donegan, CamVets Media. Adam, you had a great second half, firing them off consecutively. Do you think when the Jaspers pulled ahead early in the half, that kind of lit a fire under you?
Really, Coach Tobin is the one that gave me all my confidence. I was putting my head down sometimes, but Coach Tobin told me keep going, Coach Cam, all the coaches. So I just kept on going, and Allah was with me as well. I'm fasting, Allah was with me. He gave me great energy to keep on going. That's what got me going for real. My coaches and God.
Guy Filatico, INHoops.com. Day, the offense just gradually gotten better almost with each passing week. What's changed from earlier in the year on the offensive end for you guys?
I felt like we more dialed in to what we need to do on offense. I felt like we attacked the film room like more than we did beginning of the year. We all get in with the coaches, even players do individuals, learning how to be better at the actions that we run for the team.
Ethan Hurwitz, Daily Dose of Hoops. You guys started out fast. Was there sort of part of this week's preparation, knowing that this is a do-or-die game in a pretty hostile environment?
Yeah. I feel like every time we come out on the court, we play like a championship game. Coach Tobin, all the coaches, they tell us like one play at a time, and I felt like that's what keep us going.
Elizabeth Orchio, IUTV. Yafet, you started off the game really strong. What was your mindset like going into the game to get you that strong start?
I feel like my coaches and my teammate give me like unbelievable confidence. So I wasn't hesitate. I have no fear. They believe in me. So when you can feel that energy, you just go out there and play your best.
Adam, your first conference tournament game, your first postseason game as a college player, and I know that you say your coaches give you a lot of confidence. Was there some extra adrenaline going early through this one?
Yeah, for sure. I just want to go home, and I love to win, and I don't want to go home. I'm here to stay, so we just got to keep on going. We just got to get the job done.
Definitely.
Yafet, against physical big guys like Amari Monroe and Paul Otieno tomorrow, how do you feel like your level of physicality can match them?
I mean, I know I can do it, so I'm just going to show you tomorrow.
One more if we have it. No? All right. Thank you guys very much. Congrats on the win. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll have Coach just stay here for one more.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, get some food in you guys, too. Yeah, get some food. Get some food in you. Questions for Coach? We'll start right here. Yep.
Coach, this game of basketball is about momentum, physicality, and mentality. I mean, the whole thing, you guys stayed level. You guys didn't get pressured. And you ran your offensive set with ease. Going to this game, what made you coach so easy and the guys feel play so loose? Because on the stage, a lot of times, everybody get a little tight. So how was you able to make sure they was easy and play with ease going through the offensive and defensive sets?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have tough competitive guys. You know, some of these guys like Rupert's been around for a while. DeJour's been in big games before. You know, Adams, a New York City point guard, been challenged and played at a high level before. So all these guys. I mean, listen, Manhattan has the same kind of guys too. I mean, they're tough and competitive in the same way too. So I thought our guys just really, we've just gotten better. I give them a lot of credit. You know, and we talked about one point in the year. I remember like, I mean, our record was like 3-10 or 3-11, and like it would have been easy to fold and easy to fall apart. We've been very together the last 2 months, and I'm really proud of that. Like the things that they talk about, it makes me feel good. Like they play with confidence. Like, oh, you can't win these kind of games unless you play with confidence. I thought our confidence, we kind of missed some shots early on, and you can see Adam start to question him. Like, he's got to play with unbelievable confidence. Those guys took 40 shots. Like, shoot, you know. And I love that. So I thought Yafet got us off to a great start with his physicality, and they're really good kids. They really are. They're good kids. And you know, we took a lot of crap at the start of the year. You know, it's probably my fault for the schedule we played, and I probably should have done a better job of that. So, but I think the losses and the adversity and the grind has made us better. And then we had to figure out this team a little bit too. You know, it's part of when you have 13 new guys. You got to figure out who plays well together. How do you play? We stopped pressing. You know. So that's, you know, more of a half-court defense, more of a grinded out way, and that's been good for us. We played Rupert and Yafet together tonight, the two bigs together, which was more physical, obviously. Jalen Barr's a physical kid. He's playing on like one knee. He's got a bad knee. He just. I mean, he dove for a loose ball. It was like 10 minutes to go. Out of a timeout, there's a loose ball. He dove for it and got Yafet a dunk. And I was a little worried. Yafet, I thought, hung on the rim. Yafet likes to celebrate his dunks, and I was a little worried he's gonna get called for a tee. But Jalen Barr made that play. And that's the kind of team that we did a lot of that recently, like giving up an open, like DeJour gave up an open layup last weekend for Yafet to get a dunk. I mean, we're playing for each other, and it's been a lot of fun. It really has. This team's been a lot of fun to coach, and we're not pretty. I mean, we're not going to go out and win any beauty contests at all. But I think we've gotten better, and they're really together. And I think, you know, listen, I think we can play even better tomorrow night against a team obviously that's really good. And I thought, you know, I watched them play last night. I mean, they look fantastic. So we got a big challenge ahead tomorrow night.
Coach, all year you guys have struggled late in games. Tonight, how did your backcourt push you over the line?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've gotten better at that kind of stuff. I think the lineups, you know, who we play. I think Menard made some good plays down the stretch. I mean, I didn't love the lob to Mundi, but they were being aggressive, so we kind of got to let that go. But yeah, I thought we made some free throws and handled the ball and got stops, and you know, I mean, we've also won a lot of close games too. So if you look at I don't know what the record is like. You know, the best way to win the best way is to avoid the close games, right? To win by 8 or 10 or 12 points, right? You get down to a 2-point game, anything can happen. So I thought we were able to get it to 8 or 10, where there's a little bit of a comfort level there at one point. But it's never too comfortable. But I thought our guys handled the pressure well, handled the ball well, and got some big rebounds, some big stops.
Coach, all season long you've been saying, we're not going to be a good offensive team. We're not going to be a good offensive team. I think this is like 6 out of 8 games now you guys have scored 75 or more. Are you starting to become a good offensive team?
Well, I don't want to jinx ourselves here, Guy. We don't want to do that. We'll probably score 25 tomorrow night. So we are. I don't know how many assists we had tonight. We are sharing the ball better. Listen, a month and a half ago we made some changes and we started playing. Menard and Jungers have played more of a role for us. So there's more guys out there who can make plays, and guys are feeling more comfortable. And Yafet's a weapon. Yafet has become a weapon the last 6 weeks, so that's been great, But yeah, we're starting to play better offensively. But I don't want to listen. There's times that I'm afraid to say anything. So hopefully we can play well tomorrow on offense. But it's our defense, our rebounding, our toughness has to. And listen, Quinnipiac can score, so that's a real concern against them because they can really go out and score. So we have to defend, we have to rebound, we have to play together, and then find a way to make some shots. But I do think we're definitely a better offensive team.
Coach, number 1 Quinnipiac on deck, like you just mentioned. You are a guy who knows a thing or two about knocking off 1 seeds, though. What's the message to the guys going into tomorrow?
Yeah, it's like, they all came to the game last night and watched the first half. We just kind of get a feel for the tournament. Like, they all saw what Quinnipiac did the last night, the first half. It was a little bit scary, right? So I think we'll have their attention. We definitely beat us twice this year already. So they'll know we have to be locked in mentally, locked in preparation-wise. So that's the most important thing. Like, how I feel or what I say is not as important as how they feel what they say, And so I think right now I got a bunch of guys who really believe in each other and believe in what's going on, believe in our staff, believe in what's happening. So I think that's the biggest key right now. They're going to listen and pay attention, and we have to go, upset a really, really good Quinnipiac team tomorrow night. That's what's going to happen, And I think it's going to be hard and a challenge, but I think our guys are ready, and that's what's going to happen. If you want to go play and get to the dance and get to the championship game on Saturday night, like this is what I would say. I hope Guy can do an emergency podcast here. Let's get all the Iona fans. Everybody in New Rochelle, they got nothing to do tomorrow night. It's a Friday night. There's nothing much going on. Come out tomorrow night. Drive to Atlantic City. It's a 2-hour drive. There's some great restaurants around here. It's a great place to go. There's an Italian restaurant, really good. There's a couple other spots too. There's a sandwich place I went to today. It's excellent. Leave New Rochelle, leave New York, come down here and support the Gales tomorrow night. We have an unbelievable home court advantage tomorrow night. They'll fire up our guys too. So obviously Quinnipiac got a chance to rest today and get prepared. But sometimes in these tournaments, it's good to just keep playing. Just play and we'll see what happens.
Coach, you got a lot of guys that are fasting for Ramadan. When you see them give the performances that they did today, how inspiring is that for you as a coach?
Pretty impressive, right? They came in drinks. Like the Sacred Heart game last Saturday, I went to Day at halftime, and I said, Day, you all right? Because we were playing him a lot of minutes. We're playing Adam a lot of minutes. These guys are all playing big minutes. And I said, Day, how you doing? He said, man, I'm really thirsty. And I'm like, God, just take a drink, right? God will forgive you for that. It was the health-wise, but listen, you got to admire their, how loyal they are, how disciplined they are, right? And they're really good kids. And so, yeah, I think we actually have a director of Ramadan, Mohammed is our assistant trainer who's traveled with us, and he's excellent. He also is fasting, so he's helping the guys on getting up in the morning, drinking, eating, doing all that kind of stuff. You see a lot of things in the news, like the NC State had a bunch of guys last year. So I think, I think it's good, but yeah. Hopefully we didn't play. Those guys put a lot of minutes tonight, so they got to go with some fluids and get ready for tomorrow.
Tobin, that was an exciting win. Obviously, every game is important to prepare for. But is there anything you do special to prepare your players for a tournament game such as this?
I think they all know that if you get beat, you're done. And you kind of everybody's aiming to come here. We talked to them about everybody has the same dreams. Everybody wants to go to the NCAA tournament. Everyone wants to win and cut the nets down on Saturday night. So there's nothing any different than what we're saying compared to what everybody else is saying. It's a matter of how hard do you want to run, how much do you want to dive for loose balls, how hard do you want to box out. So we just kind of emphasize the small things, Chuck, and just kind of hit those things hard. And we call it an identity war. Play to our identity. Like, just be smart and play do the things that we can do well. And if we do that, we'll be in good shape.
Coach, Ryan Johansson, Quinnipiac Chronicle. You guys had 7 steals tonight, and you forced Quinnipiac, your next opponent, to their highest turnovers in a game this season. How have you seen your defense so far this season improve?
I can't share that with you right now. No, I think listen. We were pressing them more in the start of the year, so we don't turn teams over. I don't know how many turnovers Manhattan had tonight. They had 13, which is still pretty good. We were forced like 18 or 20 at the start of the year. We've kind of become more of a half-court team now, which has helped our base defense be better. So Yeah, listen, they're a very dangerous team. Amari can score, and Otiano can score, and Doug Young's killed us every game we played against him. Bennett was great last night. Savion Lewis looked fantastic last night. There's a lot of weapons out there. Jaden Zimmerman's a really good player, so we have to play great team defense. And yeah, if we can turn them over, that'd be great. But that's got to be through our help and our team defense and playing smart and being in the right spots. Which we've gotten better at. There's definitely some progress there. But yeah, they're a very dangerous offensive team, and they can rebound. So we have to. I did not think we rebounded very well. Manhattan killed us on the offensive boards. Gilliard was really good. They had 18 offensive boards. If Quinnipiac has 18 offensive boards tomorrow night, we're probably in trouble. So we've got to do a better job rebounding tomorrow night.
Last two.
Coach Beckett Calkins, Q30 Sports. You've now coached the MAC tournament a few years. The men's championship game moving to Tuesday next year. What are your thoughts on the new media deal?
I love it. Like when I was, so I'm a basketball junkie, so I love championship week. The whole thing is awesome, and I also like the fact that I think whoever wins our conference, it's nice to have some time to celebrate. So if you win on a Tuesday, you have the whole week to get ready for it. When we won at FDU, we actually won really early. We had like a whole 10 days to enjoy the win, enjoy the PR and all that stuff. So I love the fact it's going back to a Tuesday. Gives a little more time that way, and it gets to a spot where it's like everybody should be like, that's our spot, right? It was always MAC Monday for the longest time, and now it'll be MAC Tuesday, which is great. So, but the biggest thing is try to get to that game. Like if you're in that game, it's great, So I dread the end of the season. I just I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm fired for today. Like I love what I do. I love coaching this team. I love basketball. So it's like I live in fear of the season being over. So I'm happy I got to coach again tomorrow and try to get us to Saturday night. So we'll worry about that next year. Like we want to win tomorrow night against a really good team and try to get to Saturday.
Last question.
What in Yafet's JUCO reel made you believe that he could turn into that?
Well, I saw him a bunch in person, so that was like I drove down to Panola, Texas. I don't know if you've ever been there before, Dave. It's the middle of nowhere. I drove down there. We actually had a free throw shooting contest, which is funny now because we bet Dr. Pepper. So if he wins, he gets a chocolate malt. And if I win, I get Dr. Peppers. And so he had to pay me like 10 Dr. Peppers. So I won a free throw contest. But I spent a lot of time with him down there, and I just love him as a kid. Like he stayed. Guys have heard he was with me for my family for Christmas. He FaceTimed my wife after games. She made him lasagna. He made him the other day. He loves lasagna. He's just a great kid. Now he's got his faults at times, but man, he wants to do well, and so he's just got a high motor. He gets very emotional sometimes. Like you can see that if he gets down on himself or whatever, then he struggles. But he's just gotten better and better. And he listens. He wants to be good. He shoots 100 free throws every night. 7 for 10 tonight is great. So hopefully he can keep doing that. But yeah, he's a big, strong dude that can really make things happen in the paint and rebound and his physicality is awesome. He's running. He can run too. He's one of the fastest guys on our team. And he ran the floor great tonight. Got some dunks. Got some stuff in transition. And you give him dunks, it's like feeding a dog, man. He loves those dunks. So he'll rebound better, he'll defend better if he gets a couple dunks. So and the guys know it too, so they try to get him as many as they can. It's awesome.
All right, thanks, Coach. Thanks
All
for
right,
your time.
thanks guys. Thank you.